What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Today, I'm going to be showing you some Quetzali gameplay. I've not played this tribe in quite a while, but we're doing on some small lakes. And I'm going to show you how good this tribe against Cymanti. It's actually secretly quite good against them. So we'll just kind of get right into things. So I decided to go turn 1 upgrade because I have a lighthouse opening. I kind of prefer this compared to a turn 0 upgrade with Quetzali, because you don't really need to go so economic. I get forestry. Things are looking pretty lovely. Yeah, I got a really interesting spawn because normally you go Org with Quetzali. But yeah, I see Cymanti, I get the Explorer. I meet them. Then I get the Lighthouse. And so they've already got their hexapods going, and I will say, in this game, it takes me a very long time to get riders, but the thing is, I don't have to worry about getting riders, because I have defenders. And defenders are actually pretty, surprisingly good against Cymanti, because they're really good against hexapods. Like, a lot of people don't talk about this, but defenders are great against hexapods. And I'm able to work my way towards a giant very quickly as well, thanks to my spawn. So there's my giant, and I can get a border growth, so then I can get even more giants. I've got good sawmills as well. They get their centipede, so now I actually need an answer to this. I can't just spam defenders anymore. So I get another giant, and yeah, centipede's coming in. This is actually going to start answering my defenders. So yeah, how do I deal with the centipede? Archery, of course. And this is the thing, defenders and archers, they're so good against Cymanti, because even against boosted hexapods, defenders are good against that. And then against the centipede, archers just counter that, and then you also have giants on top of all that, which Cymanti's okay against giants, but it's not easy for them to counter the giants. They don't have archers. So you actually don't really need rider roads. You can just use everything except rider roads if you really want to. Because yeah, I don't have riders, but I don't need them. I'm able to take 2 segments off the centipede, which is really nice. And these giants are very scary, threatening the city. He's going to sacrifice a lot of units to defend. I've got this explorer up here, getting some really nice vision. And yeah, I'm working with the nice 4 cities. And I will say, this opponent was pretty high elo. And I'll have another game also with a high elo Cymanti. So it's not like, oh, these Cymanti players are just really bad at the game. No. Quetzali is legit. They're pretty darn good against Cymanti. And yeah, I can damage these centipedes. Again, if they want to defend, they have to sacrifice quite a lot. Now I get riding, because I really want to get roads, so that I can have my archers deal even more damage. And yeah, they have to sacrifice so much, but they do get the unsiege there. And I still have another giant. They get a wall here, actually, which is kind of crazy, but it kind of makes sense. They're not getting Ketons this game. Why would they get Ketons? I have archers already. So yeah, and again, these defenders are super annoying for Cymanti, because it sort of controls the centipede, so there's that, and also you can't really use your hexapods unless you want to lose the hexapod, so it's a nice even 3-star trade every single time. Except their hexapods are boosted, and those are harder to get than it is for me to just get defenders. But unfortunately, I kind of messed this up. I don't have a siege here. So yeah, I actually play pretty terribly this game. You can see a lot of really silly mistakes, but the thing is, it doesn't really matter, because I'm playing against Cymanti. And yeah, I'm just throwing units at them and it's working. Finally I actually have rider roads. I've been winning the whole game, but now they get roads themselves. So look at that, 2 hexapods died by the defender. I think that they attack in the correct order, maybe that wouldn't have happened. I think unboosted Hexapod kills an 8 HP defender. Because yeah, doing it this is leaving it at 2 HP. But they get this centipede to kill it instead. And once again, these defenders, they're just so problematic for Cymanti. And again, it really surprises me. Nobody mentions defenders are actually quite good against Cymanti. Because they're good against hexapods. Like, I know hexapods have sneak, but you can't ignore defenders. Especially if they're being supported. And Quetzali has no problem supporting their defenders. And yeah, now once again, I'm going to take out a couple segments, because I take out one segment and the head, so it's 2 segments gone. Once again, my giants are advancing. They're really low on hexapods. They've been struggling to keep up with hexapods because the defenders. They get a really nice poison play. That's very smart. I kind of forgot they could do that. So they're able to take out my giant there. They take out that. And then yeah, now finally I can kill one of these. Or yeah, I can kill one of them. Actually, no, this doesn't push the right way. Or no, it does. Yeah, I did this correctly in the game. I know what I'm doing, for the most part, sometimes. And yeah, I have 5 cities, I've got really good map control. They only have 1 centipede, I still have 2 giants. I've been like throwing my giants at them and just, like, my giants keep dying, but I just keep getting more. Like, I had really good resources this game. And they only have 4 cities. They're getting completely overrun by defenders, archers, and giants. They can't even unsiege this. Like, I'm gonna injure this as much as possible, so the centipede is near useless. Get a catapult, because why not? And are they able to unsiege? Oh, they have one in the fog. They can barely unsiege with that 1 HP centipede. But another shaman's dead. Because they just have to focus on too many things. So yeah, Quetzali is kind of good, especially against Cymanti. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show another game. All right, so another game against Cymanti, and this one's going to be a lot different because you kind of see the setup of this lake map. So I go Oregonstead. I don't have like, I guess I still have pretty good sawmills here actually. I've got a level 5 and a level 3. Get a nice explorer there. And I see that, well, I've got a lot of cities to work with and no nearby opponent. The opponent's most likely somewhere over here. Not exactly sure where yet. But I'm just going to do some nice exploring. I get fishing, because some naval is going to be involved, most likely. Get an explorer to see if they're down south. Sure enough, they are. That's their capital, actually. So basically, Cymanti is kind of liked, and I say kind of liked because they're not like stuck on 3 cities. They're gonna have more to work with. But I've got a nice 6 cities, and it's just a matter of can I hold on. And they have a turn 8 centipede, pretty quick actually. Well, I guess that's pretty average for Cymanti. And I'm going very greedy, hunting forestry, because I know I have a lot of time. And I can just develop a ton. If I get markets, I'm just winning this game. So as long as I don't do anything really stupid. I get another centipede. And then I can get another explorer, see what's up. I see that they have 4 cities right now. That's most likely going to become 5. But that means I'm going to be up in cities in the long term. And yeah, oh my goodness, I'm just going so greedy. So then I also get a border growth here. Why not even greedier? They send their centipedes back here. I know they're trying to be sneaky. As sneaky as it can be, but I'm going to be able to pop a giant on my capital, no problem. I see a ruin there, that's really nice. So how do I deal with the centipedes though? I mean, I can defend my capital, but what if they just go for a different city? I get another giant now. Because yeah, they're sneaking around. And yeah, so I get the ruin there. I don't go for the ruin there because the centipede can kill it. And I get archery because the archery is so good against Cymanti. Like, it's better than riding here, for sure. Because it's going to defend like everything that Cymanti is going to be up to. Like, Cymanti's got Reichi. They actually have really good water access here. All of their cities except for 1 have water access. So they can make quite a few Reichi. Yeah, they're able to just swap my Juggernaut, and yeah, there's the other Centipede. They're gonna try to attack here, but the archers are just gonna cause so many issues for them. They get another giant on my capital. They're not taking my capital at all whatsoever. Just get a bunch of archers. They can siege me if they'd like, but I'm kind of fine with it. I probably shouldn't have kept my Juggernaut in the water, but again, I'm playing Quetzalli against Cymanti, but you don't really need to play it that well. No, yeah, I want to deny them the ruins. Unfortunately, I have to give up the city, but the thing is, like, this is kind of a trap for them because they have just a single lone centipede. If they try to keep the city, I have enough units to just re-siege. They're not... if they somehow push a centipede, I would just take the city again. So, yeah. The Cymanti actually can't do anything about this. They can't steal anything else. That's it. I put this cheeky giant in the water like this, because if they decide to, like, I don't know, move the centipede here and then hit the giant, then I can move this giant off, move this one back, and if they try and hit again, I can, you know, keep being really mean to them. But yeah, this centipede is effectively dead. It cannot escape either. So they tried to go in for this attack, very committal, 2 centipedes, and they almost did some damage, but they just couldn't, and now they've lost quite a few super units. They do some damage here, though. This is pretty threatening. They get the Reichi in. And yeah, they decide to not capture, which... yeah, maybe they could have tried to get away with... actually, no, they can't get away with it. Because I do have a way of pushing this. Like, the double attack could be scary, but it's actually not. And yeah, the centipede is screwed. And yeah, I get the push ready. So I'm just completely holding on to everything. And yeah. So it doesn't matter if you spawn, like, with Cymanti, like, fighting a land battle, because you have defenders, and if it's a naval situation, or kind of a little bit of both here, that also doesn't matter. Quetzalli has good naval naturally because of defenders as well. Like, I mean, this tribe just beats Cymanti. I don't know what else to say. Like, if you're struggling against Cymanti, this certainly is not a bad choice. I mean, there's a lot of other tribes that are actually quite good against Cymanti as well. But yeah, like, these archers are just unstoppable. They cannot break through these. And they have to break through. If they do not break through, I'm going to win the game. You're going to see why. Mathematics. We're going to get a little bit of a lot of value. Tons of good sawmills. Even though I did like some chopping earlier in the game just to be safe, I still have good sawmills. And I am going to get markets if they don't stop me. And let's be honest. Can they stop archers? That's Cymanti. They don't have knights. And yeah, they just have hexapods. Those trade evenly into archers at best. And they have a single shaman down here. There's nothing going on in the eastern side for them. I've got a catapult as well. They just can't reach that. Getting roads, getting ready for trade. They're trying to pressure, but they just don't have anything. And this isn't like some weak Cymanti player. This Cymanti player I think is like 1700 or something. But yeah, they can't at all punish my markets. They're just helpless. They just have to sit there and let it happen. And I'm gonna be pretty greedy too. Like, yeah, I have some units on defense, but I definitely could have been trading more. I don't care though. They have Dumux. They're trying to go all in on this attack. Makes sense. They could have considered going cloaks. They have one city they can target. Maybe if they're really sneaky, they can do some plays where they like get an algae here and then target this city. That might actually be better. Actually, no, that probably is just better. Like, it requires the same tech investment. If they can get away with it, it's pretty good actually. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't try that actually. That could actually be scary. I still have markets though, so once I get a cloak defense, them stealing my income's not actually going to matter enough. And also, I'm going to start counterattacking them in just a little bit. Because, you know, once you have a good economy, you can spam a lot of units. But they're going to siege. And yeah, the best they can do is just apply a little bit of pressure and I can defend easily. I get climbing, just kind of deal with everything here. Gonna get another giant on my capital, and I'm just getting ready to get knights, or bombers, and or cloaks, mindbenders, really whatever. I have 57 star per turn, and yes, Cymanti just cannot do anything about it. Oh no, my giant! Oh no, another centipede's dead. And oh no, another centipede. Oh, it's so scary. Oh my goodness, Cymanti. You're so overpowered. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Cymanti is pretty good, I won't lie, but Quetzali. I mean, this tribe's been kind of a sleeper. Like, nobody's really been talking about this tribe, but like, they're quite legit. Especially like on lakes. I feel like lakes is just a perfect map for Quetzali, because on continents, they don't have like the best markets. Like here, you've got some decent markets, but like on Arky, they're pretty good. But they're no Kiku or Luxador, or Polars, obviously. But on lakes, Quetzali, they're pretty flexible. Like they can sit down and play greedy. They can play defense really well. They can attack with the defenders. Defenders are really good for sieging, and they're really good against Cymanti. So yeah, I highly recommend giving Quetzali a shot. They're a pretty nice tribe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.